Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt and today we really need to ramp up our copper production because copper's just not happening. Neither is advancing our modules, so I kind of want to get that sorted first and then we're going to ramp up everything else. So my modules aren't being researched because, well, quite frankly, there's nothing to research right now because I didn't do it properly. So, oops on that one. Because after I took all the fish petting away, they never really got fixed up again. So we're not actually getting any productivity modules being made. Well, no, not productivity modules made. We're not getting the stuff researched. So we're going to go over there. First, we're going to get a resupply from the base. And then we'll see what happens. Be exciting. What do we need to get fusion reactors anyway? Like, because we need a better fusion reactor. Well, we don't have the science for it, so can we get the science for that real quick? We would need to start making alien science packs, which actually is not hard, but we need to do it. I mean, why don't we start preparing those now, actually? I need to get my alien science things back. I just started gathering those together. Which is ironic, because for ages I've just been putting them in boxes, but now I actually kind of want them. Is that even how irony works? I don't know. But I feel like I'm missing, like, a whole bunch of colors. They're probably here somewhere. Oh, there's some greens. Looking for those reds. I know there's reds. Is there reds? Or has it just been a fever dream? Whoa, 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 there's legs in there. Dude. I can put those legs on myself. Always have one pair of legs. Awesome. Okay, anyway, that's getting distracted. So what we've got, let's fix this up first and then let's get everything else together. Yeah, I don't know where my red alien artifacts are. I'll have to find them later. So yeah, nothing's happening here anymore because nothing gets made, and because nothing ever gets made, well, that's not really going great either, actually. We can probably speed that up by doing that a little bit more as well. And of course, nothing ever gets powered with those crappy looking things. Great, there we go. Not what I was here for though. So we previously made these and they went into the science packs, which is pretty good. It worked mostly. Except for the fact that that's not even happening anymore. So let's throw those away after we did want them. And let's move them down to our little research science base. Because we're needing to do some research in our science base. Because we need these to be made. They're not particularly great sciencey things, but we do still need them. And we can make them easily enough by putting them in a place that makes sense. Oh wow, did we not have enough inserters for that? That's fascinating. Okay, so we've got these 3 science labs, and we can go junk, 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 like that. And what we want to do is get all 3 colors into there, plus some other things. Right now, that's one of the colors sorted. That'll get red sorted, I believe. No, that's blue sorted. The heck is going on here? That's not blue sorted. That's not how you sort anything. Nothing gets sorted like that. Okay, that'll sort red out. Probably. Yep. And for some reason, I thought those would just go right next to each other. Not quite sure why I thought that was the case, but hey, you know, madness never stopped anyone from being sane. I think that's how logic works. I'm pretty sure that's not how logic works. Pretty sure that's not how anything works. Okay, and red. Okay, so that'll actually get all those together. We just need to get the module main boards. Now that's a bit more of a problem for a different reason. What we can do here is split that. So close. Okay, so when the science does, when those boards do come down, because we've got copper, it'll start happening. This is connected to copper though, right? Because it's not got a single unit of copper in it. Makes me think it's probably not. And again, have these ever made it? They have made copper before. Oh, maybe it is actually working. It's just taking a sweet time. Okay, so that's good. That will make my productivity modules continue. Let's just put those back in my inventory. Actually, why don't I put these down? No reason I can't just chuck those in there now to get something going. Yeah, get some science going in my life. Don't know where my red alien artifacts are. Hopefully I don't need them for fusion. Oh, yep. That was my fault. Fusion power 2. Doesn't look like I need red ones, so that's fine, I suppose. I will need a lot of advanced processing units, but that's easily fixed. Okay, they catch up to me just fine. Oh look, my red ones are on there. Ah, you would find them eventually. So what we want to do is probably... No, not that. We want to make... We need to research it, which is going to be blues and oranges. So we're going to do a box. Are we going to do a box? Probably not. I think what we're actually going to do is have a box here. And we're going to put the science in the box. Because I don't think we need to go more science than we need. That's how words work. Okay, so we need blue and orange, right? Yep. So we can put, I don't know. We need 250, so that would be 25. So it's not really going to make it properly yet, unless, of course, we did another one that also had a box made of steel. And also was making orange science packs. This is not what we came here today to do, but it's what we're doing, regardless. And put the 25 oranges in there. And we can put like, gosh, I don't know. 15 might be enough. We'll see. And we're going to stop this for now because we'll start working on my fusion generators. Because the sooner we get fusion generators, the sooner we can actually just really get some shit going. So once that's made, we should start seeing some progress. We have funky disco lights, we have progress. Okay, now we still need to make copper, let's go do that. Now, we were making progress before as we were getting... Jeez. I'm not carrying around that crap for. Anyway, we're making progress. We've got the filters system mostly up online. We just need to get a little bit more of it together. And while a good fusion generator would be good. We could probably make a little bit more progress by also putting in some better power armor. So, but once we get copper plating sorted out, we can probably go back to getting modules all sorted out. Solder, maxing out. Good to see it. And once we get all this sorted out and modules are being created, we can start making alien artifacts. And then we're almost good to just go nuts on expanding everything. Mostly science. Because we do need 200,000 science. It's a lot of science. Okay, so we're just going to start making a lot of pipe connections. Or as we would say in the business, laying down some fat pipe. What business is that? Don't know, but what we say in the business. Three might be too many. Let's just go 1, 2. Let's just try 400 and see how that goes. Alright, so that's going to feed those. Now what we need is power to this. And we need to get some... Get the slag into here to be refined. Okay, that's pretty good. It is actually being refined now. We want to do another one of these sort of here too. But we're going to move that just a little bit so it actually connects properly. And then no reason why these two can't be connected anyway. Aside from the fact nothing quite lines up, but that's... I already said that was going to happen. And water needs to be connected to things. I suppose it does, doesn't it? So we're going to connect it in 2 places. One, we're going to connect up and around into there. Should be making lots of water. And the other one we're going to connect into here. So we should have all of these making some slurries. We do indeed. Everything's kind of jammed up because nowhere to go with all the delicious mineral sludge, and also the sulfuric wastewater's not doing too hot either. That's alright. So let's get the mineral sludge out of here. Now, as I said, this is probably not going to line up, and it sure as heck didn't. But it's more mineral sludge, and we're going to also split it down below. Try and get... should actually be making stuff. It does look like it is. It's not quite getting rid of it as fast as I'd like. That's okay, because what we could do is down here make a new copper farm. And that doesn't sound unappealing. But we've got a lot of space for copper down here. If we put it just to the edge of here... How much copper do we need? That's the real question. And I think the correct answer to that is more than God. How much copper does God have? Not as much as you'd think. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of use for copper. But, you know, still a lot is the point I'm trying to make here. Because you can never have too much copper. You would have thought that you could have, but apparently the answer is no, you can't. That thing still has a lot of sand in it, so we'll just keep putting the sand in there. Fusion reactor is a lot slower than I thought it would be. I feel like because I've made a mistake. Because I took away the purple science. Haha, I see what I did there. Oops. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that at some point. Okay. And probably get rid of those alien artifacts, just so they don't clog up anything by mistake. Let's get them all out of the way. Alright, now, this copper farm that I made before, which we'll need to do something with all that crushed stone as well. We've got a plan for that. Now, it was a pretty good plan, and I liked it a lot. Because the general idea was you have this, and then you have a way for it to leave. Now, what we can do, we're going to need a little bit more space. Didn't consider that, and this pipe might be in the wrong place. So we may have to move that one, which is okay. We can shift pipes as required. That was needed for my solder expansion. Okay, well look, let's be honest, that's not going anywhere, so we might as well try and continue this. You gotta be honest with yourself at some point when things aren't working. Right, so gotta get that pipe around. Which I'll just get out of here for the moment, just because it's easier to do these more finesse the wings things outside of a big spider robot. And then we can connect them back to the solder in a moment. I mean, look, we don't even need to reconnect it. We can just keep going straight down. I don't think it needs that much solder, but... Oh, that... Yeah, I don't think we need that much solder right now. It's probably the better way to put that. Great. So... Now I think we have the capabilities to destroy the world. And if that's going too far, making a lot of copper. Okay, so that's going to absolutely kill my batteries, let's be honest. The good news is we've already got charcoal from my previous misadventures, so we can bring that up here. And I can also probably speed this up by doing the do that I did before, and that would be decreasing crafting time, but also making things rad. And it's all about making things rad around here. So this is going to be slightly absurd with the amount of copper we're going to be making, but it needs to be absurd. That's what must be noticed. Because if you don't have enough copper, the entire factory shuts down in a way that one wouldn't really expect. And that's what we're finding today. So my batteries are going to run out very soon because I still haven't got expanded batteries. And I don't think I've got enough crystallizers or anything actually that I really need, unless the train has them. The train does not carry such things, such frivolities. So we may have to go and grab some stuff. We are quickly running out of a lot of the stuff we need. And I noticed these were using blue belts, which... Blue belts is probably fine. Let's just get like 300 blue belts. It's probably not going to be enough, but it'll do for now. Yeah, look, it's going alright, all things considered. We are about to have major battery issues, which we can go and hopefully fix those a little bit by going back down to my science base, and we can't even make the advanced fusion generators yet anyway, so let's stop this for now. Because quite frankly, we just don't have the batteries to continue this epic construction. So let's just wander back. How are we doing with deuterium? It's going up. We got 4.4, so 8.8k. That is enough for quite a bit of power, actually. Because if I remember rightly, deuterium is like 250 per, no. Ooh. 190 per cell, or per 10 cells. So yeah, that's gonna be a sizable amount, so 8,000 divided by, let's just say 200 for ease of maths. That's about 400 cells. No, I'm sure I did the maths wrong, and I don't care to refix to make sure I got it right. Pretty sure we don't have enough of a lot of things here. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask this to grab some crystallizers. How many of those? Like, can we just grab like 100 crystallizers, please? That'd be pretty good. We also don't need these gaseous puffer eggs anymore, I suppose. Nor do we need those ceramic filters, although it may just go straight back into the Phytotron. It's currently trying to fill me with sand, which is a disturbing sentence, and I wish I didn't say it aloud. Chemical furnaces, I don't think I need those right now. I'll take those down to 10. Concrete blocks I definitely don't need. Flotation cells, probably not right now. Here are some of those things. So we should have a lot of crystallizers. What else are we going to need over here? Well, a radar, but that's okay, we'll get that. Ore crushers are probably fine. Ore sorting facilities, we can probably up that to 20. Same with, no, not casting machines. Drain casting, no. Blast furnaces, take that up a notch. Induction, take that up 2 notches, I think. And given the fact we still haven't finished copper, I think it is worth continuing to try and get science done for the alien science work. Because until we get the alien science work going, we're just kind of wasting our time. And you know what? Let's just do something here. Let's just put some chests in here. Yeah, I suppose. I suppose that was always going to be a problem, wasn't it? Okay. Just to hopefully make that a little bit faster and a little bit easier. Yeah, sure. I should have known that was going to make it sad. Okay, and... cool, just to like try and empty out these chests so that way we can build more stuff. Because, quite frankly, if we can get more science going, that's just better times. Because I'm going to need all this science later. I mean, until I have like 2 million red and blues, I don't have enough. Let's be honest. Oh, sorry, red and greens. 2 million? 1 million? I need 1 million red and greens, 800,000 blues, and then I think I only need like 400,000 of the other colors. Which is still a large number, needless to say. And space science is coming along, and we currently have 4,000 of that. We need a couple of 100,000, which will be improving as we launch more rockets. Oh yeah, I came here for a reason. Herderp. Okay, that's cool. Can we just also get that, and a box? that we're just going to put some purple boys into. You. And that's going to make just the regular alien science packs. That should be building those again. Okay, let's go back to the fusion powers. Fusion powers that be. And that can go back to making those. Cool. Because you might as well get some science going, right? We need the fusion reactors up anyway, and that'll help me quite a lot for these builds. At least until I have all high-level construction bots, which, honestly, I'm probably going to get those very soon, I suppose. I think those are powered by plutonium as opposed to fusion reactors. But that'll be fine. Alright, back to construction. Almost run out of repair packs. Repair packs. Just gonna porky pig my way through saying repair packs. Okay, things are going well. Just expand on, like, chuck more things in the inventory from the spider. How's this going, by the way? This is... Alright, we never dealt with that sulfur problem, did we? Oops. Okay, sulfur problem, how do we deal with that? Well, I mean, I kind of could just deal with it, like, by doing this and just making... Although, actually, that's pretty much staying in line with what we're expecting and hoping for. Looks like we ran out of more fast inserters. And it looks like we actually... The belts are all done. Ran out of crystallizers. What else have we run out of? Ran out of crystallizers, ran out of inserters. Okay. And ran out of blue belts. Okay, well, all that will come together pretty quickly. Now we do need to move that sulfuric wastewater across. Because quite frankly, we don't want it here. And maybe the base can use it elsewhere. Hopefully. But yeah, it does look like it's using it, so that's cool. The real big thing is that it's actually getting rid of this materials. Copper is going about as well as could be expected. It's going okay. The only problem is, well, actually, it does look like it is going okay. Is it making things now? Did I get too excited over nothing? Oh. Oh. No. But it is occasionally making things, so we are so close to actually making stuff. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a line of the mineral sludge. I'm just going to put it straight into the copper line that I'm building. Just hook it straight into its veins. Yeah, this is good. I can't imagine how this is going to go wrong in any way. I am sure I'll figure out some way for it to go wrong. Okay, It's not actually going to be making anything yet because, well, quite frankly, it's got nothing to do yet with it, but it is filling up. It's got no power. Now, power is so close to being a problem. Maybe after this we will need to get the uranium power generators a little bit fixed up. Because we are so teetering on the edge of disaster here. But it is actually making stuff, so that's cool. It is making copper. Sort of. No, it's not. It's not going to make any copper because it's got no fuel. Or, oxygen. Both are needed. Now, fuel is easy. I mean, oxygen's pretty easy too, but one thing at a time, right? There's really no reason for that to exist. Okay, so the fuel will now come in here and it will fuel up all those. But at the very least it is making stuff now, so that's nice. Power, however, has now become a problem again. So, oops. Let's... We don't have any inserters, so we can't really worry too much about what I was about. I was going to say use the copper, but we can't yet. So, what do we need to fix first? Probably the heat pipes. Because the problem is, while we generate enough heat, it doesn't get to it all. So, that's what we're going to do now. So, how do we do that? Probably here. Pipes, we got heat pipe level 2s, and we want like... We might need more than that. I don't know if we make more than that. We'll have a look. Figure it out. We can probably take the pipes down a little bit. Okay. So upon my return, immediately just logistics goes nuts again. How many heat pipes do we have? That's the question. Yeah, really not that many. Maybe take that up to 500, honestly. Okay, so we'll take all the heat pipes we've got. And look, we're not really going too far right now, so we'll just take the Vinger bus just to try and get that power sorted out for a short time. So the Vinger bus can just wait for us. It is a long and winding road. It makes me wonder why I always got to take an artillery cannon with me. The correct answer to that is because why would you not take an artillery cannon with you wherever you go? Like, hada, right? I like that this was the original train track and it is flawed beyond belief and I love it. Okay. So you just wait there. We will not be long. So if we do it like this, hopefully that will allow these to burn hotter. That is the intent anyway. Unless the reason these aren't going is not because of the heat pipes. And if that's the case, then shoot, okay. I mean, that is not increasing the heat. What is the heat capacity of this? I was certain... Yeah, we should be able to run more heat than that. Okay, they're all running. Yeah, they're all running. It's just not getting any hotter. Like the heat just goes down to the point that it's just like... These have no water coming through to them. (465) low temperature. Okay, so these are low temperature. Okay, so the reason why these aren't going is because they've never had water going to them. Oh boy. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so we just added another 100 megawatts of power right there. No input fluid. You know what? Okay, that's cool, I guess. Is this getting any hotter? No, it's staying at 465. It does look like it is actually getting hotter a little bit. Not drastically. Oh no, it is actually getting hotter. It's okay, so the heat pipes have helped a little bit. And what I could do is also connect them that way. So they can heat each other up. Wow, okay. Well, look, we gained another 100 megawatts of power. What we could also do is, well, we don't actually carry any heat pipes with us. Oh, heat exchangers, rather. What we could do is heat exchange there and then bring the steam up. The steam doesn't need to be directly connected to it like we have been doing. How are we doing for plutonium? This is mostly full of dark green uranium and a lot of plutonium. We may be making too much plutonium. In fact, we may want to stop that for a little while. Because we've got 10k plutonium, and quite frankly, I don't think we're doing anything with it. Plutonium... Like, what can we do with plutonium? Well, we can turn them with plutonium cells, which I believe that has a little bit more energy. Or thorium plutonium cells, which we're not doing. Okay, so that's 40 gigajoules, and that's 8 gigajoules. So yeah, quite frankly, we could just turn them into plutonium fuel cells, and it'll probably last a little bit longer, or burn a little bit hotter in any case. But I don't think that's required. Okay, so let's go back to my spider. Yeah, it's probably still struggling a little bit, but that's okay. Gee, let's just walk to the spider at this point. And we don't need those heat pipes right now, so we just go back to the spider. And we will finish off what we started. Really? Do we not have enough plastic pipes? Is that what we're saying? No, we got enough plastic pipes. It was just being slow. Alright. Oh, no, we don't need those. Thank you, though. Let's just drop those silver heat pipes off first, because we do not need to carry them around. Let's go back to finishing off the copper, and then we should hopefully really get some shit going. I mean, that's pretty much what I've been saying for the last 100 hours. We did launch a 5th rocket, so that's good. We're at 5 satellite launches. This is doing the best it can. The problem is, I believe, probably still copper. I mean, isn't it always? It pretty much is always copper. Oh well, whatever. But with this, we should be able to finish what we started. Okay, so we still need to get the... I was wondering if that was going to be a problem. That's okay, that's why we bought extra crystallizers. And gotta just finish off those. Yeah, I think we're now good. So we need to get oxygen. which is actually pretty simple to get. We can just steal it from the base up above. In fact, assuming that I didn't break that apart, I think it already has an oxygen pipe coming down somewhere, which I may have broken apart. There is an oxygen pipe there, which I mean, just take that, right? Oops. And we will also need to grab that crushed stone and turn that probably into more mineral sludge is probably the best idea. Get out so the weird movements of the robot don't just confuse you. Okay, and that's that being fueled to some degree. Don't know if it's going to be enough oxygen, but it does look like it. Okay, and these are stopped because of the severe lack of places to put stone, which we will fix that now. Great. And we'll put this one out this far. One out this far. This one out not as far. Could have brought it closer, further in actually. Just do this actually, that might work. And like that. And then we're just going to compile them down. Cut down the gaseous buffer tree. Okay, let's just do that. Then we're going to grab some liquefiers. As many as we can. So, actually, how many liquefiers will it take to deal with a full belt? That's probably the real question. A full belt of... Oh. 2. Alright. So I may have under and overestimated this. Because that's just one belt. I mean, it's pretty good, but I think needless to say, that's not going to be quite the godsend I thought it was going to be. Ah, the weird spider movements get me every time. Okay. And then of course it's got to do something with the mineral sludge, which will, or the, sorry, slag slurry. It's going to be just put it back into there, so help me. The only thing slowing us down now is the slow arms, so faster arms. Faster arms! Now, is that actually getting through everything? The answer is not really. So what we can do... Didn't know we would actually need to do this. I thought this was a joke. We need to actually have more. We're going to do more, but we're going to do it like over here. And then that of course will consume more. And stone is moving at double the speed as it was before. Some of the belts are emptying, others are still struggling. That is okay, because it does look like they're actually going... Yeah, they're all catching up. That will be enough, because it's not a full belt, I suppose. But then again, how do we know that for certain? The problem is, this copper isn't going anywhere at the moment. That's unacceptable. Lazy copper, not on my watch. So we will bring the copper around, because if we can bring it at least into the tin, oh, not tin, yeah, the tin copper wire, that will both connect it to everything else, and also, and here's the kicker, it'll actually also get used. Because that is one of the big flaws that we've got at the moment in this construction, which, as amazing as it is, doesn't have enough copper. This may not fix it, but it will certainly help. Now, I'm just a little bit worried about what happens if the tin is a little bit insufficient. What we're going to do is we're going to go like that. And we're going to use a little bit of extra tin, just in case it's needed. Don't know if it is, but, you know, we can always just pull more tin from the machine. And that's solder, right? Yeah. So that is really firing everything up. Copper is going nuts. Copper is being used. Manufacturing of these green circuits is, I don't want to say an all-time high, but I feel like it's at an all-time high. And then since that copper is no longer copper is no longer being as required, I feel like that's only a good thing for everything else that we're doing. What's that thing up there? Oh, I see. No. Right, that was actually meant to be like a... Let's try that again, and this time let's think about it logically. Yeah, that's how things work. And then we're also using that tin as well, which is pretty good. And of course, now that we're using more copper and the machine's working faster, it is also meaning we need to use more solder. And oh god, the resources that are required for what I've just done. The resource requirement is probably increased. But it is making these things. Which means we are actually making, oh my goodness, the things that we're trying to build. Look at that. Things are actually happening. I legit can't believe it. We actually need more of these as well. That's fine. How's... Well, okay, we need more radars, clearly, so let's just put some more radars down. Do we even carry radars on us anymore? Did we ditch them like ages ago? Funny feeling we may have ditched them ages ago. Okay, well, we'll go grab some radars as well. But, yeah, look, I'm pretty happy with where we're going so far. Yeah. And we're probably making a lot more red circles with these greens coming through. So now I think we go back to making modules. How exciting. Yeah, so that's all coming through pretty alright. Production is steady. Those are, you've got one full line. Hmm. That's good. That's where we want it to be. Looks like we've gone through enough stone that it doesn't want to spit out more right now. That's okay. What we wanted it to do, actually, if you believe it or not. I do want to carry some radars around. Probably not the level 5s, but level 3s at least, because they're just the little ones that would take red circuits, and that's pretty simple to figure out. Alright, we're going back to making my modules. I mean, I'm seeing copper come through, which is super exciting. That is almost useless to me now. That's alright. Blue modules are actually saturated? Seriously? Are black modules constantly being built? No, we gotta slow down. Why? Those? We gotta slow down to these. Okay, so copper's still being a little bit of a problem. So is power? Really? Okay, we might need to fiddle around with that later. But now I'm not too worried about it. Oh no! Oh wow, it moves even without... Oh god, it really struggles though. So it can move without, Oh no, it can't. No, it's out. It's out of juice entirely. And this is where it lives now. We not have any coal? We have some coal. Okay. That's fun. Didn't know that was going to happen. I just love the sad sound it makes as it runs out. It's like, Aw. Now we could build more of these, or we could just use speed modules. Speed modules seems like it's the correct action because, yeah, it's what it's making. There's no way that's the correct action. What we could do would probably be a better idea. Do something like this. Like that. Okay. That's going to bite me in the ass later, but hey, that's how I build a factory. Because if you're building a factory to be not bitten in the ass, what are you doing? Alright, and we need those boards, which we will take from up here. Actually, I would just take the boards from right here. Maybe I should get the legs back. I might need the legs back. Yeah, where's my spider? I want my good legs back. Level 1 legs are pathetic. And when we finally get around to making more stuff, got the better packs and everything, then we can expand on that further. Alright, and ferric chloride. Shabam. And they'll be making more of those. So that should be really getting that going. Minor problem. That's not what I thought was being split that way. That's the wrong thing. I was thinking it was this. There we go. Oh, and do we need ferric chloride on the other side as well? Jeez. Way to be an absolute killjoy game. So that is a lot of modules being made. Or modular, what are they called? Main boards. So what do we need next? Well, after that we need to make speed module 1 harnesses. That shouldn't be too difficult because that's just transistors, speed modules, and more of these things, which let's just grab those now because we're going to need those. So transistors, which pretty sure we got a lot of those available from somewhere. We might have to steal them and then also run out of things. So we're going to join these together. Maybe. Could do with a bit more space actually. Let's do it like over here. There's no reason to make this smaller. We've got infinite space. And I'll just take those chips because you know what? Screw it. It's my world. Awesome. Find it interesting that we're not making any of those. Why not? Where are my harnesses? Wow, okay, really? That seems like a really simple problem that should have never been a problem. Nope, wrong way. Okay, so we weren't actually making the harnesses properly, but now we are. Because these didn't even need anything special, they just needed the stuff. And we've got more room for harnesses should we need to make it later. Who put that there? You did. Why? Why would you do... Oh god, is one of them doing that on every line? Yep. Why you gotta check these things? But we've got the basic level 0s being built, so that's good. Now we're going to think about the cable harnesses level 0s, oh sorry, level 1s, and this is where some stuff, interesting stuff starts getting made. So module contacts, so we're going to do this kind of the same as we did before. We're going to give us plenty of space. We're going to need, let's honestly just do this. The reason we're doing this is just because, you know, we've already done it once. Okay. That's more than we needed, but that's okay. Okay, cable harness 1s. Here we go. This is actually new stuff we're building now. So we need module contacts and speed module 1s. Well, that is actually probably the easiest part because we can just go split, go like that, go like that, connect them into there. And this one's going to go underground. We're going to have it around the right way, like that. So we're also going to go... Can I... Yeah, kind of like that. Now, of course, we're going to change that from being blues because, well, it's not the same, is it? Different color. Different color does different things. Good. And we'll do it like that. And then we don't actually need to split it a second time, so we can just do it like that. Cool. Then we need, what is it? Transistors and solder. Now solder we've got a lot of. And so we're going to do that. Nope. Every time. Was that supposed to be going that way? How was that supposed to be going? Oh, like that. Okay, so that's fixed, and we've got to just fix that. Okay, great. So that's solder. We also need transistors. So transistors are stolen somewhere. You have the level 1 legs. I'm sure I have them somewhere. Okay. Why am I even in here? This is actually faster to be on foot. Okay, transistors are probably down here somewhere. Yeah. So if we steal them from higher up, because we'll probably have a main transistor line, and sure enough, actually, no, not there. No, we're not stealing a transistor line like that. That's just ridiculous. We're going to make our own transistor line. There we go. It's going to be soldering transistors, but that's okay. Yay. Transistors. I never played Transistor. The game by... what was it? Supergiant Games? They also made Hades? Never played it. People say it was good, but I didn't like Bastion, so I was like, I don't want to play Transistor. I'm glad I didn't make the same rule for Hades, because Hades was so good. Like, Hades was an amazing game that... but I can never figure out why it was as good as I think it was. Like, because Hades was good, but if someone said to me, oh man, Hades, so good, and I was like, well, what's so great about it? Yeah, it's a standard question. Like, what is so great about this game that you're recommending to me? And honestly, the answer is, what makes Hades great? Nothing, honestly. It was just a great game. And that is not a satisfying answer. It is a correct answer, but it doesn't sound right. Let's just do that here. And that here, except we can't change it. Yeah, Hades was a fantastic game, but it's honestly, like I said, like if someone said to me, hey, you got to play this game, there wasn't really anything that it did new. It just was a good game. And sometimes that's all it needs to be, I suppose, but... okay, so we've run out of inserters again. 150 does not seem to be enough, clearly, because we keep running out. But we are now making the level 1 cables. Which is good. We are also spitting them out onto the floor, which is not good. Gotta not do that. What we might do is just copy that. Oh yeah, that is right. I was just like, that doesn't look right at all, but it's like absolutely right. Because it's putting them on there. Okay, level 1 cable harness done. Awesome. Now, speed module ones. At that point, we start getting some interesting tech. Decisions. Portable fusion reactor, almost finished. What work do we need to do to get the more of these module labs? In the electrochemics lab, which is actually pretty simple stuff. You should be able to burn through these pretty quickly now. I don't think we're making biters as quickly as we should, and we can always fix that very soon. But now, just making these level 1 harnesses is a big achievement. I feel like we're not making these fast enough though, honestly. Right, we can always make more. Okay, so time for more land is required, I suppose. In fact, it looks like the science has even stopped. It has, because we ran out of blues. Well then, screw that. We'll finish that later when I care. Modules, yo. We need them. It also seems like we're running out of transport belts again. That's almost pretty common when I'm doing this building. That seems to be happening every sort of half build. Probably doesn't help that I reduced the number back down to what I was working with before. Okay, so we're out of land. Productivity modules are being researched. Good. We got some alien artifacts to pick up. Not really a big deal, but let's do it. Okay, good. I mean, research is happening again, so that's alright. Do we need to speed it up? Couldn't hurt, I suppose. Okay, let's get a train. Before we get a train, put our radar module down. So we can see a little bit better what's going on. Good. Like it. Rocket is at 21% of the next rocket. These are working constantly. Very exciting stuff. These are not working at all because we don't have for these. Why not? Don't have for these. Why not? Don't have. Oh, not again. Ferric chloride. Again. Oh, I know what's happened. This is filled up. Ferric chloride, you really don't need a lot of it, but when it stuffs up, it kind of breaks the entire base. Kind of a wonderful invention, ferric chloride. Feel like we've gone too far north. I hadn't. That train could have killed me just then. Chose not to. I've been blessed. Okay, so let's just grab a liquefier, which looks a lot like a liquefier would normally look. I think we all know what a liquefier looks like, so I don't even need to ask you where they are. See, there they are. That's not a liquefier. Straight up not a liquefier. That is a liquefier. Okay, and then we're going to go sodium. We need to put purified water in there. What a pain. I mean, there's probably some purified water around here somewhere. Yeah, we vent it. We absolutely vent it all. Yeah, let's just keep researching. I mean, of course we vent it. Like, we vent everything we don't need, and then of course we immediately need it. It's almost a tradition at this point. And I'm going to vent this because I learned nothing. And I'm just gonna go into there. And what we're going to do is we're also going to get a red cable, or a wire, I think they call them. And we're going to get the red wire and we're going to put it on to... where are we going to put it on to? Probably here. And if that has over 9,000... over 9,000! Yeah, I'm just going to meme right now, don't mind me. We're going to activate it. Also, that should mean my sodium is being made again, which means my ferric chloride is also being made again. Wonderful. It doesn't even take long for it to start, like, just kicking back everything into a useful place again. Like, it gets there pretty quick. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, like ferric chloride, we've already got some. I thought the number was going to be much higher, but it's like, we got some. We did it, I suppose. Good job, us. Oh, do we need to have the... Oh, do we need to have like another level of these things in there? It's doable, it's not really a problem. No, we just ran out of red boards. Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe we need to go get more biters and stuff in a moment then. Sort out the biter problem. Sort out the biter problem, which is a common phrase for Factorio players, but not in the way that I mean it right now. Okay. We want more of their little houses, because biters deserve little houses, I suppose. Look, I don't get it either. I don't like it, I don't want to get it. But I guess biters get little houses. It's just how the game works now, I suppose. In the meantime, can we actually start doing deuterium research? Because I think the longer we go without doing this, the more in danger we're going to be of actually having a power problem. We're at 57%. And it is going, albeit slowly. We do probably need to speed that up one day. Anyway, let's take a train. Worry about that one. And let's go back to the biter facility, because I think that's where we want to be. Before we go to the biters, let's go to the puffers. We're also going to not be butchering as many biters as we were before. I know, the phrase upsets me as well. Because butchering biters is, you know, God's way of saying everything is alright in the world. But we need the biters alive. Yeah, I hate myself for saying that too. But you know, so we can torment them more, as I don't remember who was saying that, but it's like, you know, you get to torture the biters now. And so that's nice. Okay, so good. Got the eggs to make more biters. And we need to go back to the biter farm. Deuterium research is at 64% and rising. 65%. Seems like it's getting a decent speed on. And then we need to actually start thinking about how to actually build one of the reactors and everything associated with it. Okay, so we've got a lot of little boys being made up. Those need to be spitting out their biters so we can grow more biters. And I know, I hate it too. We're going to stop the butchering of innocent biters. They're not innocent, I know. Don't worry, I haven't gone mad. I just want to torment them more. We're gonna just get rid of that. You know. And these biters are gonna come on a wild trip. Where we're going to make a biter zoo. I don't know if we've got enough nutrient pulp for what we're trying to do today, but that's okay. We'll figure that out when we get there. So what do we need? We need biters and we need meat. Okay. Well, the biters are easy because there they are. Let's get the meat in here. Right, power as well. What do you reckon? Power's pretty good. Like power. Occasionally it's still reminding me that I don't have enough inventory space for things. That's okay. We'll get there. And we need those. And then we... I know. Shush. And then, of course, we need to output that. What we could do is probably even like this. It's the bots are still mad that I can't actually, they can't put the things anywhere. They'll get there though. They'll get okay. They'll be okay soon. Now with that we have a slight problem. That we have a slight problem that these go that way and the biters need to go back into everything that's running. But we are making more crystals now, so that's actually the real benefit of this. And I don't know how many crystals we've wasted doing it through the butchery method. But, you know, maybe I don't need to know. Oh yeah, that's fair. Okay, sure, whatever. We'll put the alien processed meat in there. Okay. So that should hopefully be making us quite a lot of crystals. And we're going to do a similar thing down here as well, because... no, probably for the best. Now, no, it was an interesting idea, and we're not going to do it that way. Gosh, we got so much alien meat on us, it's ridiculous. Put the meat down. Go down there. Okay, and we'll just connect it that way. Good. So, same sort of thing. Same general setup, we're just not wanting to grab that. And we're going to do it like this. The meat goes into there. The biters are going to have a lovely time. We're going to look after our biters now, because now they're useful. That's how life is. If they're useful, you look after them. If they're not, you don't. It's kind of a sad state of affairs, but it is basically how animals are treated by humanity. So, you know, I like to say that I'm not actually doing anything better or worse than humanity normally does. I'm kind of doing something just as equally bad. I mean, it's like if elephants were like, you know, useful, then probably breed them, but they're not because they take too long to grow and therefore they're running into extinction problems. That's just because humans are dicks. Okay, now in the same way, I'm going to keep the meat separation there because there's a reason. Later on, this will also be used to put head biters on. You know, so don't worry, the circle of life will continue. You know, we're not all happy fun times here. So if I do this, put the meat down, it should go up there into the meat processing plant. Got these small biters as well, I don't want them. But we might not be processing enough eggs yet. If that's the case, we can work with that later. That should be finished super quickly, yep. But yeah, these are doing okay. As we hatch more biters, we may almost be in a problem of too many queens. What's happening here? Oh, we're not getting through enough eggs. See, I was worried about that just then. And we do have too many queens, which means that some of them may be killed very soon. So, let's just do a little thing. Yeah. So you have an arm here going... Okay, well, that's immediately going to happen that way, yes. Just read belt contents. It's not enable disable. I need to keep researching, I suppose. Okay. Now, if queens is equal to 4, which it currently is, put on the belt. Actually, that might be in the wrong place. We may want that to be a little bit further away. Like over here. Some more red wires, please. We don't have any copper cables. I was so close to butchering. Let's just turn that off for the moment, because otherwise it's just going to start sending a lot of innocent queens there. Innocent? They're biters. Let's not forget that. Let's start sending a lot of queens to their deaths, and then we have to really restart the whole process again. We don't want to do that. Okay. And then we are butchering, boy. The last thing I need is all of this to jam up because of too many queens. Not like the problem with the other areas, but it is still a potential problem. We're just going to get rid of this. And we've got some eggs we can make with puffers, which are those. And I don't think we actually need any more of these eggs. No, I don't think we need any more of those. I think those are well under control. And those, I suppose. Problem with those, we don't have enough crystals. So that's about to change, I imagine. You're making new eggs. That's good. A lot more crystals coming through. That's good. Why are we not making these? Where am I? My grinding wheels again have ground to a halt. I thought we were doing a lot of work to get grinding wheels doing really well. Hey, Niku, how you doing? That's a good train sound you got there, buddy. Steel remains a problem. Now, got the steel being inducted somewhere. Maybe we want to use molten steel and something else with that. Molten steel was here. That's it turns. Okay. So what I'm trying to figure out right now. Oh, look. Being near a train track will just get me killed. That's the thing. I've got so scared of being near a train track. Like, I could just stand here and zoom in real close, and I don't know if I'm in danger. Okay, that was too scary for me. That's absolutely how you get hit by a train. So the problem is the steel is actually going elsewhere in the factory and not quite where I want it to go. So, yeah. Making the most steel we can, but it's still just not enough. Okay, well, we want to grab some copper wire anyway, so we could kill some queens correctly. Which that is a concerning statement out of context. But, like, I knew what I meant, but oh boy, does that sound like a violent thing that is actually really scary. Okay. I saw that train, I didn't know what it was doing, and I thought I'm just going to let the train take priority. Because trains don't care about you. Nor should they. I'm eating almonds and that's the worst idea. Always makes me cough, and I do it anyway. Because I learn no lessons. Okay, so we're making medium biter eggs, that's good. That's looking good. Panda is trying out clothes and seeing what works for her for work tomorrow. Okay, so we should be seeing some crystals coming in. Instead, we got literal biters arriving because we got things going the wrong way, which means, oh god, I know what's happened here. Yeah. Biters, that's not where you belong. That means we've likely got crystals over here. And meat. And meat. Like, when you do it wrong, you better keep doing it wrong. Okay. So, yeah, and yeah, and yeah. And it's just a read, hold. And then we're going to kill some Ida Queens before we get this fixed. Q-W-E-E-N, that's how you spell queen. 4, okay. So more queens died than they really had to right then, but I don't care. Okay, and making some big biters. Now we'll probably not get queens, because the queens will take a while to make. That's okay. Still have no medium queens. We've still got plenty of eggs to go through and hope that we get a couple. Okay. That'll be my big queens. I don't need to worry so much about a facility on extending the life of my other queens, because quite frankly I'm not... Those queens don't breed as quickly, so they're rarer and thus I don't think I'm going to need them as much. What I do need to do is prepare for the day that I have more big queens. And so that will deal with my big queens. No, my big biters rather. Again, I don't know how much of this is going to be relevant anytime soon, but it's important that we're prepared. Oh, here comes a big biter right now. What am I talking about? And we're going to need meat. I don't know if we've got enough raw meat that has been unalienified. I'm a little worried about that. We may need more meat coming through, because we used to be making a lot more meat when we were a lot more violent and butchery. Since we're not doing a lot of butchering anymore, not a lot of meat. Okay. And then what we want to do is something like that over here. Of course, with big biters. And have it going the right direction. That'll also help. Okay, so we've got some eggs growing. That's always nice to have. So now, depending on how the queens go, we should be good. If the queens don't go well, then they won't be good, and if it does go well, then we will be good. Just how life goes. Yeah, so we're making crystals, we're using crystals. Got different colors of crystals coming down. This is good. This is more or less where I want it to be. I would love to see much more of a kaleidoscope coming down here, but, you know, you get what you can. Research is happening, which is important, and we are getting... How are we going with this? Like, we see... Modules being created. What's going on? Oh, I know what's happening there. We ran out of inserter arms, so they didn't all get created. Oops. Okay, now we have things being made properly. I that's good. Need more of those coming through, and they're actually being used to make sciencey things. That's okay. Probably need to stop that module creation for the moment. Do some greens, because I don't think we make enough of... I don't think we make as many of these as I thought we'd make. Because we're not getting enough crystals. Really? Is crystals the downfall? I thought we had heaps of crystals by now. Oh, yeah, because we don't have the grinders. Is that the problem? There's a few problems. There was a couple of problems. Part of them was the lack of grinders. The other part is we're trying to grind too much. So maybe we need to change that a little bit. Like maybe we need to be a more kaleidoscope at all times. Right now it seems like it needs to be spinning more and we don't want as much crystal dust. But what I could do is a small inline tank. I always like when I type tank and it like comes up with like the military tank and I'm like, that is what I typed, yes. Input priority that way. And then we'll do output priority. Okay. And not lubricant. Want crystal slurry. Okay. And we'll put a little tank in. Yeah. Just so it can sort of shit. And if this tank, crystal slurry, is it? Is it crystal slurry? Crystal slurry is less than, say, 1,000. No, let's just say less than 2,000. And we'll output priority that way. So it's going to probably do a little bit of that for a little while. And we will also continue that idea. And in fact, it'll be the exact same thing. Wait a second. I feel like this could probably be sped up a little bit with the inclusion of another one. We do need to get rid of that crystal dust, it seems. Is that helping it? Not really, not as much as you'd think. Maybe 2,000 is too high, maybe even 1,000. Yeah, 1,000 does seem to be a more correct number. So, whoops. Fine. I have to say it's fine because there's literally nothing I can do about it now. And actually, we'll change these to not be 1,000, we'll change it to be 500. And that one to just be straight up 0. So ideally, it should just always be. Should always just be making these. And whenever there's a hole in the market, they'll get filled. Of course, we do need more crystal grindstones, but that's a problem in its own right. We'll need more crystal grindstone, so that's probably the problem we're going to run into at some point. Not enough crystal grindstones. Ah, okay. I'll get there. I think a lot of blue and red, not a lot of green. What's going on? Oh, because green comes in first. More crystal grindstones is what I'm hearing. Okay, but that should be getting rid of a lot of the crystal dust. But we need more grindstones. We absolutely need more grindstones. This is ridiculous. Just gonna walk on the train track just to keep things exciting. I don't really use trains as much as I used to though, so maybe it's not as exciting as I thought it would be. Okay. So we're gonna need more of a few things, honestly. Split that. Power it. One must always be empowered. Chemical furnaces, I think they're great. I think that'd be great if they were slightly faster. And steel is going to continue to be a problem until it's not. So let's get some casting facilities up and then figure out where we can get steel from. Because there's got to be steel around somewhere. I always hate when you do that last one that's just slightly off kilter. And I'm like, I don't even care that much about keeping a nice tidy base. I mean, rise to anyone really. But it's still annoying. So, I have steel kind of on the liquid belt. How does making these, which is good. I'm happy about that. Could we make more? That's what we could do. Just do something like that. And split that. That. Good enough. And that's going in, so that would probably need to go down that way. Cool. And we're making more of it, so that steel continues to be the problem with my grindstones, but that's okay, we're going to get that fixed right now. But we're running out of plastic pipes. So if we go through there, it's actually pretty tidy until the point that it isn't. Okay, let's see how we go. So far, so good. None of those are steel, because that'd be really funny if they were. Maybe I should find out where the steel is and then connect it. That might actually be a way smarter idea than what I'm starting to do. Steel, 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 bronze. Steel, steel, steel. It turns there and goes, where is it going? Oh, it continues to go down. Stops there. Where am I? I am not too far from there. I go through the small track. Okay, yeah, this should work. So I want to figure out a place where I can go straight up from there, and I think it's not there. This is looking a bit better. Good. Love it. Yes. Good. Damn. Always breaks at some point. Shoot. That's a difficult connection to make. Yeah, almost there actually. In fact, just to the left. Classic political opinion. Except it's actually physically to the left. Okay. That connects to down there now. Down there-ish. Who knows honestly where it is? I lose it every time. Yeah. That should be making steel, which means these should just be manufactured quickly. More grinding stones means more good stuff. Really? Are we actually having a problem? But we are making the crystals. How are we doing with queens? Do we have queens? I think that's just eggs. Still got one queen. There's not an acceptable level of queens. Oh! We have medium queens. We have 3 medium queens. Yes! That's good shit. We are running out of meat. That's not. That's bad. Okay. Well, I'm very excited with this. Where are you going? Oh, I didn't realize I was so close to the base. Okay, well. I don't know what I just ditched there, but there it goes. Don't need those eggs anymore. Probably don't need that big biter. Just put the big biter in the base somewhere. It's fine. Not going to do much. Just a big biter. You know what I want to start doing? I want to start working on deuterium reactors. Because this is a good idea. Possibly go wrong. I need heat pipe 3s? Oh my goodness. Okay. Gotta go one more, doesn't it? Okay, and we're gonna need blue jammies. And how many of these do we even want? Certainly not too many. 2 actually seems like a decent number. So we don't have any of this stuff aside from black processing chips. Huh. Okay, well, heat pipe 3s, which needs gold and copper tungsten, which again, I'm pretty sure I carry none of that. I mean, Gold, yes. Copper, tungsten, no. And how many of these do I need? Like 300, I guess? 400? Let's go 400. Lead, that's easy enough. Tungsten carbonate plate. Do I even make that here, or do I just bring it up from somewhere else? Bring it up. Can I even make it? Do I even have the tech for that? I do. Oh, it's just made in a sintering oven. Oh, God. That's it there, right? You do not make a lot of it. Okay, what else do we need? Lead. Yeah, it's tungsten carbide plate, and what was the other one? Tungsten, copper tungsten plate. Oh God. Just need to use more tungsten powder, really. And sinter that. So I mean, more sintering ovens look like they're going to be required because I think heat shield. No, heat shields are fine. It's doing. Oh, you're waiting to put those in there, but you don't need to because you don't need more rockets. The rocket's actually coming along fairly quickly. I'm pretty happy about the rocket. We are trying to build a lot of stuff. Okay, so we keep working on the. Okay, let's just start grabbing stuff from down here that we need. Well, we need sintering ovens. Do we even have sintering ovens in the logistics? I feel like the answer is no, because why would I? I actually do. Well, there you go. Let's get some sintering ovens, I suppose. Are they ones or twos? They were twos, weren't they? Oh, sure on. Give me those 10 sintering ovens, buddies. Didn't even know I could have those. But I'll take them. So there's a couple of things I need to steal from down here. I am just going to put all those in there. It won't make infinite of them, so that's probably fine. Okay, so I would like more of this, but I'm gonna just take it for myself. The whole point of this part is just to build it for any high level tech that I need. Is there going to be that much high level tech that requires this? I don't know, but let's just prepare for it in case we need it later. And we're going to need copper as well. So I wonder if even I just take the tungsten itself. I feel like the answer is I do. I can center it up there. So tungsten dust is there. Tungsten powder, sorry, not tungsten powder mixture. Powder. Okay, and we will actually just bind them so that way we don't need to carry two lots of things up there. Oh, that's going to be a right pain later on. because I'm going to expand that science facility a lot in coming days. This is called a good use of conveyor belts. Okay, so we're going to split that and we're going to go... Oh, that one's going to be the tungsten carbide, I think it's called, yes. And that can even just go into a box. That can just provide to anything it really wants it. And we don't want infinite of that because, quite honestly, we don't want infinite of that. Ting, tong, no. Gotta spell correctly. 400? 400 is probably enough. And that, we're gonna need to center it. We can center it down here, I suppose. Again, I don't know how much of this we're gonna need, so we'll make a bet. We're gonna do a request a chest for copper. How much? 200? Probably enough. Power it. Probably put it in within range of the robo network. And we want to make the tungsten copper plates. And finally, we have this go this way, and we bring it back into the network. But of course, we don't need infinite of it, so we're just going to connect the logistics network and say, please do not fill up my entire life with all of it. Just make 500. That's probably enough. That's probably too much. And then we probably actually need to put it in there as well. Alright. And then we have one more thing that is required. Still need lead, still need heat pipe 3s, but that's coming. Do make gold here, don't we? I don't think we do. Okay. And then I think we were also needing things for ceramic plates. But that's more or less easily done. Like, things are being manufactured, that's what matters. Yeah, that's good. Well, anyway, oh shit, train. That is me done for today. Oh, aluminium is in trouble. Yeah, that is me done for today, so thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today and you're not currently following, please give a follow. That way you can make sure to see when I'm doing my Factorio streams. This one was a bit of an unscheduled stream. I just really wanted to get copper done. So I did. Did I? One moment, please, caller. What the heck happened to copper? I will be ending the stream. I just want to know what the heck happened to copper before I finish. But yes, if you've enjoyed today, please give a follow. If you'd like to watch old episodes of this, you can find them on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. The link is in the links. I know it's really hard to figure out that one, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Beyond that, you can also subscribe. Don't feel any need to, but I do have cute little kitty cat emotes, so you can enjoy those. And yeah, that's about it. So let's figure out what happened to copper, and then we'll call it for the day. That's copper. Made too much. We made too much stone. That was not the problem that I saw coming. Are we just not filtering enough? Is that the problem? We're just not filtering enough? We ran out of. Did we run out of acid? That shouldn't have been possible. And yet, clearly, it is what has happened. Oh dear. Well, I guess we're going to have to spin that up next time, won't we? Okay. Easily fixed. It's just a bit of a pain. Gosh. I guess these are probably not working particularly well because of the lack of acid. Yeah, okay, so we've overdone our resources and acids collapse because of it, which is fine. Something collapses every time you do these things. Just happens to be this time it's something that the base absolutely needs to survive or everything collapses. Neat. Kind of weird though, it was going just fine. Oh well, we'll sort it out. Anyway, thank you for watching and I'll hopefully see you guys next time. Bye!